What's going on, everybody? This is AS Unreal with GamersUnite.com, and today we're going to be playing a little bit of Dauntless. Now, this is a part of my weapon tutorial series where we're going to cover the basics of the sword, the axe, the hammer, and the chain blades. For this video, it's all about the axe. Now, we are going to load up the Rogue Gnasher, which is the first behemoth in the game, and we're going to show you some of the abilities. The axe does not have a whole ton of different combinations and stuff, but there are two main combos that you can use that I will be showing to you, in addition to a special ability that does a ton of damage. So once we drop in here, I'm going to cover the interface. If you've never played the game before, and if you haven't seen any of the other videos, I start up showing off the interface in every single video, and then we move on to the combinations and all that good stuff. So here we go. We have officially dropped in, we are on the map, and we are ready to fight the Rogue Gnasher. Now, as you can see in the bottom left, up for me is a health potion, which will restore your health. You can get upgrades to those, and they start off pretty basic, with not really healing you for a whole heck of a lot, but over time that will increase to heal you for more. Right now I have full health potions. They will restore everything that I have, no matter what. To the right of that, we have a stamina potion, which will recover my stamina faster if I'm using a ton of stamina, or if the boss is getting pretty pissed off and I feel like I'm gonna have to do some running. I can pop that really quickly. To the left of the D-pad is my revive talisman. This is if I get hurt by the boss, my health drops to 0 and I need to be revived. If my teammates are unable to get to me, I can use that. And if I press down, I can get a flare, which looks like that. That is used to signal where the behemoth is to your team. Let's say everyone's running around gathering resources, things like that. You find the behemoth, which I can actually see him through the tree line over there. You find the behemoth and there's nobody else around you. You toss this guy up. If you look at the map, you can see there's a little white flag that will show up on everybody's screen to indicate where the signal is being thrown up, and they can help you come find the boss and begin the fight. Now, if you were to hold down on the D-pad, it will call in your ship ability. Mine is a resource finder, which I'm not going to use on this map, but all you have to do is just hold down on that, and it will eventually work for you. Now, if we look in the top left here, we have a couple of bars. The green one is my health, which I'm sure that you've gathered, and the yellow is my stamina. If I dodge or do any movements like that, like if I were to sprint with my weapon out, it will slowly drain my stamina, as well as dodging, and some of my heavier hits will drain it as well, which I will show you guys pretty soon. To the left of that, there's a small number. That is the danger level. If you are fighting a pretty difficult behemoth and people are under-geared, they're not where they should be, the danger level will start up significantly higher, and it will begin to increase as people go down, as people take damage. If people go down and no one gets them up for a long time, it will start to increase quite rapidly. So it's important that if teammates go down, obviously you need to make sure that your safety is priority number one, but get them up as soon as possible. The barrel-looking icon underneath of that is your lantern, which I will cover in a different video series, a more in-depth series. I just want to focus on the weapons and the basic interface for now. And the bar to the right of that is my special ability meter. And as I do damage and kill off the boss, that will begin to increase, and I can use my special ability. I can't show that to you guys right now because it's not available until that's full. Press the back button here, and we can see our combos. We only have 2 of them. X on the axe is a vertical attack. Y is a special horizontal attack. Now, the reason that I say that it's special is because, as you can see, if I'm holding down X here, I'm stuck. I can't move. If I were to hold down Y, you can still move around with it, but your Y attacks take up stamina, while your X attacks do not. Well, they do, but not anywhere. It's not like the Ys. The Y attacks drain it pretty crazy. You know what I mean? And then you can walk around here. For example, let's take a look. Let's say I was to just charge up a Y attack to 3 clicks without, and I'll talk about the clicks in a minute too. But this is just for the sake of stamina. Let's say that I were to charge up my X attack 3 times. That's how much stamina it takes. If I were to charge up my Y attack 3 times, it takes about twice as much. So yes, the X attacks do take stamina, but it's nothing. It's less than a dodge. A dodge takes up about as much as a full Y attack, and X just to 3 ticks is about half of that. So basically, the way that these ticks work are you charge up the weapon's damage. So if you were to do this, which is just a simple Y, it will not do nearly as much damage as a fully charged Y. The only thing about that is that you need to be very, very careful when you're fighting a boss, because if you try to charge up too much, you're either going to miss because they'll move out of the way, which I'm sure you'll see me miss at some point during this fight, or you'll charge up too much and the behemoth is going to come and punch you right in the face, which again I'm sure you'll see me do during this fight at some point. The axe is not my best weapon, but it is a great weapon. I'm learning it right now at higher tiers, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a really, really good weapon. It's good for breaks. Hammers and axes are very good for breaks, which you are going to need when you're fighting behemoths, because weapons, armor, things like that in the game will require broken pieces of their body, whether it's a chipped fang, whether it's a broken tail piece or a piece of hide, whatever it is. You got to focus certain areas of the body with heavy weapons to cut those things off and bring it home so that you can make armor and weapons and upgrades and all that good fun stuff. Now to do some of our combos here, we have the vertical ripper, which we will charge to 3. It's X, X, Y, and then another Y. The other one is just 4 Ys. Bam, 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 bam. Every other attack is can be charged up. Now you don't have to charge them if you don't want to. You can just do Y, Y, just like that. That's it, without any charges at all. But it won't do as much damage, obviously, as some charged hits will. That being said, let's jump right into it here. And before I let go of my special ability, I'll let you guys know that I'm going to be doing that. I thought I saw this guy through the trees. Maybe that was just my mind playing tricks on me. And, well, I guess it was. Okay, so maybe he's over here. But basically, my special ability is I will lift the axe up over my head and just do an elemental smash down, which will deal massive amounts of damage. It's very good for breaking something. If something's close to being broken, if you can hit your ult on it, that'll do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, for now, let's just see if we can find this guy first of all. I'm assuming he's going to be over in this direction, seeing as how I heard him call out. Yeah, I can see his pool there, which again I will cover in different videos. There's a lot to this game, but for now I'm just trying to get bare basics, and we'll start moving into some more advanced things, and maybe not even more advanced, but just some different things in another video. I could sit here and explain things in this game for an hour and a half, but for the sake of YouTube, let's keep these a little bit shorter. Dude, that almost came to bite me right in the ass. I really thought he was going to get that hit off on me. I was lucky I was able to dodge. Alright, I'm going to try to break off his tail, which might be a little bit difficult, and I will most likely need to break his face first, so let me actually just work on that for now. There we go, I broke it. And there goes the tail. Now you can see that my special ability is pretty filled up, so I'm going to wait for him to do an attack and leave himself vulnerable, and I will walk right up and see if I can land this on him. And of course I can't, because he's going to jump right into my chest as I'm trying to let go of it. I think the damage actually was there. Let me see if I can just do some like baby taps on him. No, I need to charge it in order for the bar to go up. They need to be charged attacks. So, that kind of sucks. I really wanted to show that off. I think you guys got the basic gist of it, though. It takes a very long time, but it does a massive amount of damage. Let's see if I can get him to survive this. That would be awesome. I would really like to try to get one, clean one off. But I don't know if that's going to be able to happen. No. Oh, I'm one away. Let me see really quick. Okay. Here, I'll show you guys off on his dead body. There you go. That's what it looks like. Takes a lot of time. It's pretty hard to hit on some creatures, and it does do more damage if you use it in a combo. So I would recommend waiting until the creature is disabled. Either, you know, somebody knocked it down and tripped it, somebody broke something on it, and so it's just kind of taking a minute for itself. Whatever you need to do, I would save that until you can link it with a combo, or at least just get it off cleanly so that you can maximize your damage. In a nutshell, that's the axe. I'm now going to show you guys the Aether Cores in the game. I'm going to be doing this at the end of every single weapon tutorial in case somebody hasn't watched the whole series, you know, they're just looking for a specific weapon or something like that. But I'm going to go over the Aether Cores for people that are new to the game, people that are thinking about buying the game, you know, whatever it might be. So I can show you guys what you get at the end of every single behemoth kill. Basically, these Aether Cores go from common, uncommon, rare, and epic tiers. Obviously, the higher the tier, the better stuff you're going to get from it that is related to that specific behemoth. On the rogues, you can only get commons. So this is going to have some very, very, very basic materials, nothing crazy at all. It should just have some traces and some aether glass, I would imagine. That right there is one that I have left over. That's an epic. That's a Deadeye epic. And here is the Rogue Gnasher Aether Core that we just got. As you guys can see here, Gnasher Trace, Aether Glass. We got 6 Gnasher Traces and some Aether Glass. The higher tier you get of one of these, they will have more materials for you to upgrade your equipment, more materials for using on lanterns, more for armor. Some armor sets require a certain element or whatever you want to call it, a certain drop from these Aether Cores, and you're gonna have to grind out until you're able to get that drop somehow. And hopefully luck is on your side when you're doing that. Yeah, these Aether Cores are mainly just used for either cosmetic stuff, or for doing some upgrades on armor, doing some upgrades on weapons, building lanterns, all that good stuff to help you progress through the game. But I think that's going to be it for this one here, guys. Make sure that you check back if you want to see some other weapon tutorials. If there's some other videos out right now, feel free to check up on them and see what's going on. If there are not any others out, then just keep waiting, because there will be a video on all 4 of these weapons. I'm not sure what order they're going to be released at just yet, but there will be 4 in total at the end of this whole big thing. So make sure you check back often, and thanks for coming out, guys. We hope to see you soon. Take it easy.